Everything I'm saying is religion. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Ugh. You son of a bitch. Okay. Closed. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Guys are doing well, so having a wonderful day on this gorgeous night, doing gorgeous 14th July 2026. It is a beautiful Tuesday, and the weather is very, very nice. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna absolutely do a. Today we're doing something special. It's so weird because I'm gonna have to repeat myself, but not really, not really. So today we're doing something special, like as I mentioned. Oh, you're about to die. You're about to die. I got you. I got you, boo boo. You're about to die. The tower, of course. Today we're doing something special. We are doing. How can I put this? Because the weather is actually really nice. At right now, we're enjoying this weather. Shipwreck thunder. Oh, we're gonna be enjoying this weather. Getting you closed. But I'm not quick enough. And then at 7 o'clock, we're gonna be enjoying the sunset. Right? So without further ado, let's freaking go. Ugh, I hate this. Okay, good. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Won't be long, guys. Just gonna make sure that everything is working. Good, 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 good. Perfect. Ooh. How am I offline? Today we're doing something special. It's so weird because I'm gonna have to repeat myself, but not really. Ooh. Not really. Today we're doing something special, like as I mentioned. Oh, you're about to die. Okay, good. So what I'm gonna do is I just have to do the weeklies. Good. You're good. Are you good? You're good. Yeah, because in a couple seconds, in a minute and a half, I'm gonna have two. Okay, good. See? Perfect. I got two. I got two. I got back what you want. On the tunnel, on the sand. You know I got one. Saying what's up. I got two thumbs up, turning to a ransom. Ah, dude, what the fudge? I had to do something I didn't like to do, which is what? Which is giving up on 2 missions. Okay, you're not done, Ink. You're not done. I'm so sorry, guys. 48 seconds. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be close. There you go. Perfect. I got 2 more. Do you know I got some? I got 2 thumbs up, turning to a ransom. I know I'm about to blow. Whoa, whoa, I ain't some. They tell me I'm gone. Now they saying what's up? I got 2 turns on, turning to a ransom. I know I'm about to blow. Whoa, 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 I ain't one. I know that I'm done. Telling what's up? I got 2 turns up. Ooh, very windy, very noise. Don't let me get you waiting. Welcome to part 1 of a special day, which is gonna be 3 different weather. Right now, the weather is super nice. It's very cloudy. It's very stormy. Check out, I'm gonna be filming the thunder because it's 100% guaranteed. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back at 7:30 and film some videos. Sounds good? Sounds good. They tell me that I'm done. Dude, let's go. 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 So today's gonna be freaking fantastic. Freaking fantastic. Today, I'm gonna be doing videos like 40 minutes to begin with, because again, I'm gonna be doing 4 times. I'm gonna be doing 3 sets of videos. The problem with 3 sets of videos is I'm good at talking. I'm not that good. So I'm gonna do this right now, a intro. I'm gonna be answering some TikTok comments. I'll come back after at around 2 o'clock for Thunders. We'll have a view of Fortnite. We'll have, because we're gonna be playing Fortnite in between. We'll have Tokyo Go review, and we'll have Tokyo Go review, and we'll have another one. What is it? Oh, movie review. Cheers. Then when I'm finished at 8 o'clock, I'll do the videos. And I will come at like 7:40 na zdrowia. It's so odd because I do feel like my videos are long, but then I get into an intro. I'm trying to be faster. You guys are not bored. But I'm like, oh, you're going way too fast, bro. Cheers. Phenomenal. And I just need to check out some things, which is what? I was all a nightmare and expected to see like nobody wants to die tonight. It was all a nightmare. I can hear your voice. Remember day. Can I just do a side note? Are we starting the day with a side note? Okay, I feel like I want to start the day with a side note. Can you do you allow it? Are you gonna be mad if I do it? Question is, do I give a fuck if you're mad if I do it? And the answer is not so much. We start the day with a little bit of a you know what? 2 minutes theme song. We're gonna start the day with a little bit of a side note. You wanna know why I loved AOE, Attack on Titan, so much? AOT, sorry. AOE is a of effect. Because I'm minding the tower. You can see I'm gonna have a lot of energy. You're gonna know why. Today's a really good day. Also, I'm excited because we're gonna do 3 sets of video. So I have to force myself, not force myself, but I have to challenge myself, which is a much better word, to do content 3 times a day, but make interesting content 3 times a day. It's super easy to be like, hey, here we go. I got a show. I got a freaking concert. Here I am. Here's my scene. Here's my songs. Then when I'm done, no voice, but I'm still gangster, you know. And I did all of the day. They were 3 times like, hey, I got a concert in Tennessee. I got a concert in Texas, and I got a concert in, what's the third one with T? Tennessee, Texas, Thetford Mines. Yeah. Hey, that's my manager. I was looking for three T's to go TT's. Say tetes or tetes, but it's TTT, so it's not vulgar, and I don't talk about tits. I could be talking about tits or titties, which is 3 T's, but let's just say that 3 T's make a whole lot of hippity. Nah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you wanna know why I love AOE? I'm a big guy when it comes to the intro songs. I was watching Bleach, I was watching Naruto. We know that there's banger when it comes to these anime. There's banger when it comes to the intro song, right? And was amazing because of the. I'm gonna be looking here a lot, and because I have a playthrough that is almost dead, and I have to do something here. I have to do something here. It was all a nightmare, not a fake to see. Like nobody wants to die tonight. Remember when I can hear your voice? Remember when? Like nobody wants to die tonight. Remember when? And the song for Attack on Titan was amazing. Because I know the song is Reluctant Hero. Reluctant is I don't want to be a hero. In the world of AOT, and it's odd because you can actually look at an anime, and the second you know that because of course the main okay, this is broken. This is broken. Shit. shit. I broke in the chair. And I only have one. Because my father put it in the garbage, the second one. What happened? It's easy. It was not connected correctly. Oh. Yeah, this is broken. This is garbage. I can hear your voice. Fuck. Fuck. And I did, I said on one leg and I'm too fat. Shit la merde. Gosh darn it. Don't you know? One second. I'm hiding in my room. Cause you can find so long ago. Like nobody not you. I can hear your voice. Shit. Fuck me, dude. Is that embarrassing? A little bit, right? Shit, I'm gonna have to use this, but this is not perfect. This is the job, though. This is the job. Gosh darn it! I can't believe I broke the chair, dude. That's freaking embarrassing. Fuck. I don't like breaking stuff. I don't like breaking stuff. It's okay. We'll have to do this, and I'll have to work on my lumbar support. My apologies. Because the base was constantly in and out. So I put my whole weight on one side of the chair. Which is why it broke. Gosh darn it. It's a shame I lugged that chair. Father found it in the garbage. And of course I don't have it because he gave the other one. Not hurt, just here. Fuck. Okay, so like I was saying, in the world of Attack on Titan, it's actually quite nice because in the world of Attack on Titan, you have this hole. I'm not gonna lie, I cannot focus because it's pretty, I won't say aggravating, that's pretty bad, right? I can see your voice, remember day. At least we have this. I can actually use this, but is it too far? I don't know what's gonna give for. I don't know what's gonna give for the result in the video. Because this is my back support, which is great. I got somewhere to sit, which is also great. But then the quality of the camera, I don't know if it's different. But at the same time, guys, I want you guys to see something, which is phenomenal. Look at the sun. Look how red it is. Today's a beautiful day. Yeah. Gosh. That's embarrassing. You know, if I use a chair normally, they're not broken. Fuck. A little bit of a bowl. Yeah. Gosh darn it. And she's really bad. So yeah, so when you look at that world of Attack on Titans, you look at the Titans and you're a victim, you're trapped in a city, there's wall, you cannot get out, right? People are literally dying because there's no food. They kill a third of the population, right? When you say reluctant heroes, like I don't have a choice, this world is going bad and I have to fight, but I don't want to fight. You know, so it's a beautiful thing. And then you realize that out of all of the here that you saw, this one is possibly the best. And it's just how the song is introduced. You got a main character who is the son of Grisha, which is a. It's kind of. I'm not gonna tell you the plot because some people didn't see it, but people fuck with Aaron. And that's not even why. People fuck with Aaron gear. And he's not able to see it, right? Not able to work. So he's struggling. He's like, why is it not working? What's going on? And then the teacher's like, hey, give him your equipment. And it gave it like that, right? And the whole anime so far, the whole manga before that, Aaron's a pushover. He's friends with Mikasa, and Mikasa is the baddie. Is the baddie. Like, holy shit. I can't believe that I broke it. Ugh. It's possibly broken a bit before. I'm so embarrassed. Look at it. You know? Just looking at this is kind of sucky. So yeah, so that's my side note at the beginning of the video. So it's just super nice because you're like, okay, well, you know, you got something that's actually kind of I don't know, just singing a song and just feeling like talking about it. So this morning, like a couple of days ago, which is before yesterday, I ended up sleeping 2 sets, which I love doing. But the 2 sets were giving me 8 hours. Yesterday we did the same thing. Instead of doing 2 sets, we did big sets. So we did a we slept from what? We slept from, I want to say 1:40 to 7:40 in the morning, which is 6 hours. Plus the 3 hours that we slept yesterday, which is 9. I don't remember how much I slept the first day. Could have been much worse. I could have fell. I could have taken down the freaking thing, made the phone fall. It would have broken the phone. It's a 400 problem. A chair like that is cheap. Let's check how much a chair like that costs. Foldable balcony chair. I don't want freaking oof. I can see your voice. Look at this. This would be the one. To die tonight. I can hear your voice. Good. Don't you know I'm hiding in my room? Actually pretty good, bro. It's $70 though, so it's expensive. Apologies. So yeah, so I woke up at 7:40. I had to go to my father's this morning at 8:30. Like, okay, well, let's do it. I went out, it was super nice. Because you can kind of see that it's very, I was going to say somber. I think somber is the right word. It's very dark. It's not a gray, it's a dark gray. Right? And the weather is fantastic. It's very humid. It's very cold, though, which is nice. So I'm going to buy the chair. Then when is it going to come if I buy it right now? It's a $75 chair, but still. Free delivery 17th to the 20th. Okay. Don't you know I'm hiding in my room? Well, once again. Cause you can hide so long ago. It was all a nightmare, as it fade to see. So nobody wants to die tonight. Remember when? And when you realize that the anime music is actually quite important, I will admit, having researched anime songs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like look at look at three birds from Naruto. Da 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 da. That's Bleach though. So I went to my father's house. The weather was nice. We went out. I was like, you know what? I should possibly do like an hour of bicycle per day. But I think I'm gonna do, which would be very nice, is I would do bicycle, and then what I would like to do is cleaning. So one day bicycle, one day cleaning. I think that would be nice. I think that would be very nice. And yes, we decided to buy the chair. It's a nice chair. There's 5 levels of reclining. So it's super nice. It is super nice. It will be on the balcony. I just don't know how much space it's gonna take in the winter. But I have to clean the. Because what's gonna happen soon is I'm gonna be. We're trying to lose weight. So one of the goal to lose weight is what? One of the goals to lose weight is not to buy food. So I'm gonna put away my card at my father's place. I'm gonna hide it at my father's place. I have a spot to hide. Yes. The fun fact is, I moved out of my father's house 13 years ago, and I still have the same hiding spots. So yeah. What is the biggest thing I hide? I hid. That's a good question. Actually, don't know. Don't remember. Possibly weed. Yeah. Possibly weed. And they were always searching my room. So I hid it in their room. They didn't trust me. They trusted each other. So what you do? You use the trust. I don't know. I'm a bad kid. We just had a big lab for that. This is super cool. I'm gonna make a video for that also today. So yeah, I have and it's kind of nuts because I didn't take in consideration the fact that I'm gonna have 3 sets of videos. I didn't take in consideration like, okay, well I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. So it is important. It is important in the sense of. It is important in the sense of, okay, well, what you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? It's like this guy where you have a stand-up show, and you say, hey, you do a stand-up show, right? And you have your jokes, and you have your tests, your jokes that are tested, and you do them every single day. You do the same jokes, right? And you do corporates, right? And in corporate, they say, hey, my apologies, they really liked you. They want you to come again. Like, okay, well, I don't have material. When is the show? Well, it's next week, but the paycheck is really good. Like, okay, well, fuck. Then I have to improvise. That's part of the game, which is really nice. So I'm excited for that. And yeah, cleaning would be nice because the apartment is nuts because I do surface cleaning a lot, but it still needs cleaning. Like it's not a big deal. Like if I put myself to it, I'm gonna be able to do it in a timely manner. It's just a question of how bad do I dislike cleaning? Because if I dislike cleaning, I would be like, my biggest problem is I'll wait until I have a paper that says, hey, we're gonna have an inspection. Then I'll clean the house. I'm like, oh, I freaking hate cleaning. But yesterday I did it for 30 minutes and it wasn't that bad. My God, woe is me. I need to clean for 30 minutes. Woe is me. Woe is me. You know? I'm excited. What do you have the plan for today? The plan for today is first set the video. We're doing an intro, which is very simple. I don't have that much to say, as you can clearly tell. Second video, what are we doing is, I'm going to be streaming some Fortnite. So the second video, what I'm going to do is, second set of video, again, movie. I already said this, but I'm prepping myself. I'm mentally psyching myself. It's a bit psyche. It's a big psyche game. As long as this is good, the rest is good. As long as the rest is good, you're good. You understand? There's all a question of, am I good or am I not good? So, second is going to be trip your goal. So, I'm going to do a small version of it, and I'm going to do a long version for it. I was playing Kaiju number 8, which is a great mobile game. But if I wanted to play an anime game, there's one that I invested a lot of time in, which is Tokyo Ghoul. And they did change the Tokyo Ghoul playthrough. So, you're like, okay, well, you know, I'm going to check if they changed the game. Worst case, they didn't change the game. And don't worry, the number of game available to me, there's nothing, I'm not going to be in a position where I don't know what to play. There's so many options, right? Then we'll do movies. We only have two movies, which is Color in Space, which wasn't great. There was Color in Space. There was I remember the first movie. I watched two movies yesterday, last night, last Friday night. Yeah, we danced on tabletop. Yes, we took too many shots. Think I kissed, but we forgot. For the night, do it all again. Do it all again. Yeah, Color Out of Space. We only watch we only watch one movie, which thank God is enough. 'Cause the only thing that I have, the only thing that I have is that I'm stuck in a position. I'm stuck in a position where I have so many recorded live. Oh, by the way, I haven't even started with the why am I excited today. We'll do that after. I have so many recorded live that I'm in a position where I'm like, okay, well, you have to record it live because well, some of these live they date from more than a month ago, and I'm keeping them, and I can delete everything that. So there is videos where there's live, I can listen. There's video without live that cannot, I can't listen. I can listen and delete. But these days, and then you realize that your whole thing is content, 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 and you realize that I'm fucked because there's nothing I can delete left. And usually speaking, what really happened is the concept itself was good. Recording something to listen to later. This is dating back to TiVo. This is dating back to the DVDs. This is dating back to a lot, right? But we're basically doing the same thing, and the same thing we're gonna do it with live TikTok live. I wish there was a way to watch the TikTok live, but there's no way. So I have to film them. Last Friday night, yeah we danced on tabletop. Yeah we kissed too many shots. Think we kissed, but I forgot. My apology. Do it all again. Do it all. Either I stream some Fortnite or I stream some Final Fantasy 12. Both game I can actually listen to it, and Final Fantasy 12 would be a better choice. But Fortnite, because Fortnite I played twice. I played twice in Fortnite, and I'm kind of in that position. Why? Because I think the season is ending soon. Do it all again. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitter all over the room. To the pool. I smell like a mini bar. DJ's passed out in the yard. Pictures all over the room. That was such an epic fail. Pictures of last night ended up online. I'm screwed. Oh well. It's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it rules. Yeah, my apologies for the fart. So, like I was saying, on June 15th, I got the Pixel 10 Fold, right, which is right here. And Pixel 10 Fold, I was able to start a playthrough on it. And then I had the which I didn't want, well, not that I didn't want to buy, but I didn't plan on buying, which was the Galaxy Tab A11. So when you think about it, that's 2 playthrough in 1 month. Each playthrough takes about 2 to 3 weeks to get ready. So 2 to 3 weeks is a bunch of time, bro. And I don't stream, so the concept itself was good. Recording live because I got 100. I don't know how much storage I have. Where is it? It's right here. Pictures of last night ended up on light. I'm screwed. Oh well. It's a blacked up blur, but I'm. Je m'en calisse. Ok? Je m'en calisse. I opened up TikTok for a couple seconds and they went crazy. They went crazy, bro. They went crazy on me, bro. So look, I have 512. So I have 128 gigs plus 512. If you do the math, that's 640. What are the chance that I'm using, and this is all videos, this is all the tower. What are the chances that I don't listen to live before I am before 640? I'm gonna say, okay, well, 12 hours is 60 gigs, so 640 divided by 60, that's 10.7, 10.76. No, it's 10.5. Yeah, because you do 20, which is 33%. You do 40, which is 66%. You do 60, which is 100%. So you do, it's 9 days of content, 9 days and 8 hours, because you do 4 hours, which is a third, 8 hours, which is a 2/3, and 12 hours, which is 3/3. Right? You're telling me that in 8 days and 8 hours, I didn't stream once? Of course I streamed. Of course I streamed. And because I streamed, well, I'm in a position where I'm legit golden. It was not 9 days, it's 10 days. I don't know why I said 9. It's 10 days. So every time that I stream, I get to listen to it. We do is a constant rotation, right? But right now, what we have is a golden opportunity to stay up during the day. So it's very complex. I do like the at night, staying up at night, but at night there's nothing to do. And what I like about that night is that there's no everybody is sleeping. I don't get bothered. I didn't do anything, right? But at the same time, it's not super, like, I would say short term at night is fantastic, because you really get to chill, you really get to do what you like, you really get to enjoy. But during the day, because everybody else is during the day, there's not a peer pressure to be during the day, but at the same time, you're shunned because you're not during the day. You know? And this morning at 8:40, my father likes to be in the morning. I like to be in the morning too. But I understand that every time I go to my father's house, I have to kind of destroy my sleep schedule. Then I go to my mom's house. My mom is more of a afternoon person. She likes to wake up at like 10 or 11. So I have to stay up at 10 or 11, and then I have to go to her place and come back at 4 o'clock. You know, so I'm doing the day. And yes, it's sad to say that most of my social are for my parents, but it's because of parents. I will never impose. I will never impose my schedule, my sleep schedule, or my schedule at all. In this position where I have to be respectful of their schedule, and yeah. Ooh, are you already at 5%, dude? There's no way. 87. Everything charged. Everything uploaded, which is great. I had 36. We remember 36, and now I check if it's finished uploading. There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitters all over the wall. Pink flamingos in the pool. I smell like a mini bar. DJ's passed out in the yard. Pictures of last night ended up online. I'm screwed. Are they laughing about my talents as a singer? I don't think so, but it could be. Just pretty freaking low. I'm trying my best out here. I'm not. My goal is not to entertain you, neighbors. Talking to myself. Fun fact. This tattoo is a song that is exactly that. Talking to myself, pushing everyone's away. They can see it in my eyes. I need them to stay. Someday we'll be gone. Will some say the same? Someone hold the anger, someone feels the pain. Will I find myself again? These roads I traveled on, they never seem to end. 'Cause I got to find my light again. What is it? It's talking to myself, pushing everyone away. They can see it in my eyes. I needed them to stay. Yeah. See, when I was 22, people say, "Hey, you have a tattoo. You have a tattoo. Do you like tattoos?" I understand why the tattoo. I need to get them. Replacing emotional pain with physical pain. I like the fact that I'm tattooed, But every time that I'm looking at my tattoos, it's a constant reminder that, holy shit, dude, you're this close to not being there today. This close, I did touch, right? If I had a little bit more balls, I wouldn't be here today. So a flawed saved my life. Realize that. So yes, I like the fact that I'm tattooed, but it's just a constant reminder of how bad life got. Yeah. So coming back to the daily, and again, ADHD, super complex to follow, but hey, still here. I'm still standing. Yeah. Looking like I never been. Looking like a true survivor. Unless you're gonna be late now, I understood. I know what the frick you're talking about, but I understand also. My apologies. Yeah, so during the day, I think it would be more healthy. It would be better. I think. You see, this is kind of nuts, right? So you see, you picture life, and again, this is gonna be so much bullshit because this goes against everything I ever said on this channel. But it makes sense. So you are a kid. I woke up, it was 7. Wait until 11 just to figure out my friend won't come. I think I got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. Doesn't matter all night long. When you're standing every day on your own. And here we go, I'm just a kid. I'm just a kid. Nobody knows cause I'm alone in this world that nobody knows cause I'm alone. I'm just a kid. So yeah, so I'm just a kid. And I'm just a kid. Such a great song. Great band. Great song, great band. Montreal people. Well, I don't know if it's Montreal. They're French Canadian now, so. Yes, sir. So yeah, so that was loud. That was very loud. Yeah, when you're a kid, you have to get up at when your parents get up, right? When you're a teenager or a young adult, you have to get up as school start or your job start. When you're an adult, there's a period that we all go through where we do whatever the fuck we want. Because we get this little taste of freedom. This little taste of freedom powered by a newly acquired freedom. Then come capitalism, which reminds you that you have bills to pay and damn biatch won't pay themselves. So you're back to normal. So then you realize that it doesn't matter if you're a night bird or if you're a night owl or early bird. You have to follow what schedule you have to follow. Then you realize that even though you might work for yourself or even though you might not work, everybody else's does. So then peer pressure wise, you have to follow the schedule of others. This is why a job, we call it a 9 to 5. Why? Because the majority of people start at 9 and finish at 5, right? And you realize that it's completely optional to follow said schedule because listen, you don't want to be up? No, you don't have to be up, right? But then you realize that because everybody else followed this specific, very specific rule, ooh, a little bee. Honestly, bee a lot. This is important for the plant. Anyone inside? Oh no, treasure. Please don't go inside. So yeah, so you're and this is completely normal stuff, but you have to realize it, right? Oh, I mean that I either have a choice between being son and being part of a society that don't accept me. I'm gonna choose to be part of it, right? What's the price? Follow my sleep schedule, follow everybody else. Yeah, okay, cool. Even the stores. So you go to stores, right? The store that you prefer. Think about the store that you prefer. How many of them close at before evening? So you have to follow. And again, it's normal because otherwise you would have every store working 24 hours a day. It wouldn't make sense. You know? So there is a socially acceptable time to go to bed and a socially acceptable time to wake up. Yeah. Which is insane. Because then you realize that like okay, well, I have this thought of freedom and I have this impression of being able to do whatever the fuck I want, but it's all bullshit. It's all an illusion. Everything is the way it's supposed to be. There's this whole talk about sheeple, right? People are sheep, right? But then you realize that if you want to be part of something, you have to be a sheeple. And it's not imposed because you always have the choice not to do it. If something is too expensive, you have the choice not to buy it. Right? Your politics, even though it's a bunch of, not every one of them, but a lot of them, it's a bunch of politicians that will lie to get what they want and get elected. Well, you can vote for the other part. Oh yeah, the other side, I guess. I don't know what you call it. The other political parties. Then you realize that no matter who I do, they will possibly not keep all their promises. And this guy makes a lot of sense, but this guy is also part of a party, and his word is not final. So even though I really like this guy, I might not like the rest of the party. You guys, look at this. Insane. Insane. Here, this pot here for this one. Look at this. Perfection. Perfection. And I have to get one more phone. Not now though. In the winter. In the winter, because we're going to do a retro playthrough. We have a new update coming soon, and I hope there's a Bitcoin or there's a cryptocurrency in there, because your boy is spending a lot of money and no return. There's no ROI when you game. And why do I care? Because I'm playing a lot of Overgeared Hero, which is like obligatory ad. So there's a mission every single day that she has to watch an ad. And I can choose not to watch ad or choose not to pay attention to ad. So I do have one, it's what? So that's Atlas Urge. And there's this guy that says, oh, you're sick of playing games and not making cash? And at first like, dude, get out of here. Because I did Atlas Urge. I wanted to share. Yeah, I did the Atlas Urge. And it was great. But then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna upload it. And when I uploaded it, they gave me the following. It goes against TOS for scam. It's gonna upload it, right? Is it a scam? No. Do I think it's a scam? No. But at the same time, if I upload it and it says scam, then chances are that it's possibly a scam, right? So I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna upload it again. I'm in this position where I'm kind of stuck because I'm like, okay, well, I have to follow guidelines, and those guidelines is the reason for that. So, for example, anarchy, right? Anarchy is a great concept because it is chaotic, it is without the rules, and it's common courtesy, right? So, in the world of anarchy, which I think is often misunderstood, in the world of anarchy, right? You got a couple of things, right? There's no rules, and then there's common courtesy. I'm not gonna go ahead and punch an old lady because you can't do that. I'm not gonna get ahead and steal somebody market because there's trouble to that. You raise the taxes, people that are working there get in trouble. They raise the price because hey, we're not making a profit, so we need to make a profit, and they want to pay is mostly these small enterprises, right? I'm not gonna scam my neighbors because you can't do that. So even though there's anarchy, even though there's no rule, there's still a common courtesy. There's still a basic human being rights or basic human being guideline to follow, right? And you understand that, you're like, okay, well, you know, this works, right? But then with anarchy, you know that people won't respect everything. So you need laws. And you need laws for a couple of people, a handful of people. And if you have your laws, like, okay, well, hey, this is good to follow. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, well, some of them I don't understand. Some of them, there was this content creator, I don't remember who it was. He was talking about squatting right laws. And he was talking about how there's a law that was created for squatters' right because a lot of people were escaping war. A lot of people, you know, they were abandoned houses, and it saved lives. So they did some laws for the squatters. When you look at the creation of those laws were created like a totally different era for just totally different needs, right? So then you realize that you're like, okay, well, these are outdated, right? So there's law that is a reason to exist. There's law that they could be working on. But who else is going to work on law? Because if you change a law, you have to change another one. If you have to change another one, then the law, the virtue or the value of law becomes none. Why? Because if a law can be changed, then a law doesn't have total power, right? You look at the Bible, you look at Quran, you look at Torah, you look at there was a word for Hinduism. I talked about it yesterday. Look at it. The law is absolute because it's a book, that won't change. Now, there's a New Testament, there's an Old Testament. In the history of mankind, this is the only time where the Testament changed, right? And it's not the whole Bible that changed. It's a part of the Bible that changed, right? But even then, you're like, okay, well, you lost some credibility because you changed it, right? As long as something is not absolute, right, it doesn't hold value. Something absolute. For example, the value of weddings, the value of a marriage, right? It used to hold a lot more power or a lot more value because people weren't getting divorced. People were like, okay, well, we're stuck together till the end, so might as well make it work. Now there's a lot of people that divorce, so the value of weddings or marriage lowered. Not because the wedding changed, not because the marriage changed, but because it's less taboo to get a divorce. It's because it's more socially acceptable to get a divorce. People are more open to the idea. Say, hey, if it doesn't work, fuck it, fuck it. And then you have a second marriage, and you have a third marriage, and you have a fourth marriage. I'm not judging people that do that, but at the same time, like after the second marriage or the third marriage, I have to understand that this doesn't mean anything. Because if you truly hold value to the weddings and to the vow, you say, you know that it's till life do us part, right? And sickness and in health, and poor and in richness. No, bro, you divorce. Not once, not twice, 3 times. So you understand that the value of wedding by your own doing is lowered because you don't hold a peculiar importance to it. Otherwise, you would follow the simple guideline of, hey, we tied a knot, we're stuck together, for better or worse. And you understand that a lot, right? So with the laws that are absolute, like, okay, well, the laws that are absolute, you can't change them. And some of them are stupid. They're stupid. For example, I got stopped by police. So I was wearing a helmet, right? But he didn't give me a ticket, he just gave me a warning. It's like, hey, it's up to you, I don't want you to get hurt. And I was like, see, the guy possibly thinks that the rule is dumb because he saw me drive the bike, but he has to enforce the law. And enforcing the law doesn't mean that you believe in the law. You can believe in the concept of the law, but you don't have to believe in every single law. For example, you realize that there's good people that are too kind and get taken advantage by scammers or by thieves, and to defend those people. There's violence, right? Where you have to defend the harmless or the weak, right? The strong protect the weak, right? And then you realize that, okay, well, you can hold value to that. It doesn't mean that you hold value to everything and anything that law stands for, which is kind of contradictory because if you believe in the concept of law, you believe in every single law. Because the concept of law, it's a bunch of law that makes the world a better place, right? Might as well put a law. That's pretty much it. So, all of that to talk about society, all of that to talk about there is a preconceived notion of society where you have to be awake at a certain time because it's socially acceptable. And in a lot of ways, this is also very interesting because that was not the subject of today, by the way. But the subject, masturbation and porn. You can still change if you want. No? Okay, cool. Cool. So, when you think about it, right? Last year, the year before, and the year before that, which is, technically speaking, the years when we start making content, right? So I said 3 years out of 5. The first is what? The first is stream. The second is face reveal, but never in the sense of making content. It's a taste test for food. It's just to talk to the camera, right? We start seeing this as a content creation and as content creator 3 years ago. So when I talk about the 3 years, I talk about work. So when I was working, I had to follow a clear schedule, which was 7 to 3:30, right? So I had to wake up thinking about the 7 o'clock, and I had to do my content after 3:30. So I had a schedule that was imposed by my job, right? Last year, which is year 2, I am in a position where I'm constantly making content, and I'm so obsessed with making content that the world around me, society around me, doesn't matter. Why? Because it's a question of, hey, no matter what I'm gonna do something that I want, right? So the concept of time, the concept of living with other people doesn't exist because you're on your own and you're inside here. You're not in the real world, you're inside here, right? I didn't have a schedule because I didn't need a schedule. I was working 12 to 14 hours a day. Didn't matter if I was working from this to this. No matter what I was working. Working became more important than schedule, right? And at the same time, making a schedule for yourself, kind of clarifying that you're not your own boss, but you can either make yourself a schedule which is constant, or you can make a schedule which is kind of bullshit, which is, oh, you know what? I'm gonna work 2 hours a day, and that's enough for me. Again, I'm not here to judge. You can do whatever you want, but understand that the way you do your schedule reflects on yourself. Too much and not enough, right? And that's it. And then what happened was, last year I did the burnout. This year, where I'm a bit more. Even last year I was a little bit more alive.